Alright. I know I keep promising a Futurama vlog. It's coming. I've done it once already and it kind of sucked. So I'm going to do it again. I was going to do it last night, but I was kind of tired. I didn't feel like it. So it's raining out. I was hoping it was raining a little harder. But it's just a nice little shower. And I'm just sitting out here on the deck. And I have two things. In case you didn't know how many that was, it's that many. Two things I was going to vlog about today. I'll probably split them into two separate things. One is my love and hate with technology, which I'm going to do first, because the radar says it should be raining harder than this. Obviously, technology lies to me all the time. I've loved technology ever since I was a little lad in Scotland, and I like to make up lies on my blog. I don't know. I didn't grow up in Scotland. I grew up in Mother Russia. The highest level of technology over there is vodka. You just drink vodka and shoot off your AK-47 and make love to the hairy women. It's a good time. Anyways, sometimes the Russian comes out in me. I don't know what that is. And sometimes the Englishman. Chip chip, cheerio, mates. Anyway, so I was just a little lad. I bought a Sega, and I paid for it myself. I bought it used from a lad that my mom worked with, and anyways, that's true. Actually, I did do that, and it came with a couple of games, and it was $100. So there's like 2 controllers and I don't know, 6 games or something like. It's a pretty good deal. Sega was kind of old at this point. I don't know what else had come out. I think I was in 6th grade. So we're talking like, what, 92, 93? Yeah, something like that. And I had that Sega for a really long time. I didn't have anything else. And in fact, the next thing I bought was a computer. And I bought that when I was 17 or 18. My parents got a Packard Bell when I was, I want to say freshman. 133 megahertz. Was a gig and a half of hard drive space, 16 megs of RAM. It's pretty slow. In fact, this phone is far more powerful than it ever was. Which is kind of funny to think of. My love-hate with technology now is things like Facebook and even YouTube, which you're watching right now. Because instead of talking to a real human being right now, I'm talking to a camera/phone device thing, whatever you want to call it. And I don't know that that's a good thing. I think talking to real human beings is better. And then you, and now instead of talking to a real human being, is watching some guy talking to a camera while you're watching a screen instead of real people and interacting with real people. So that's what I don't like. And the same thing with Facebook. I meet old friends that I'm friends with on Facebook. And when I meet them, we have little to talk about because we already know what's going on because we read each other's Facebook. So you're kind of like, hey, how you doing? Good. Okay. See you later. See, it's happened yesterday. And I'm always surprised when people recognize me. I guess I don't think of myself as being very memorable. But this girl that I went to school with and a girl that I worked with, I believe they're related. I saw them while I was getting pizza. And I am not friends with them on Facebook. I'm not even sure if they have Facebook. But they saw me and they're like, hey, Casey. And I'm like, hey, how's it going? Good. How are you? Good. And that was the entire conversation. It was a little awkward. Just like I saw another friend who I am friends with on Facebook. And I just moved back. I don't know if it caught me off guard or what. But again, I guess this is a place to go. Same pizza place. I was getting a pizza the second day I was here. And she said, hey, Casey. And I'm like, hey. And it was just kind of awkward, so I went inside. But that's kind of the thing. Like, I don't know. I don't remember who. I don't know. There's just been some friends that I've called, and, like, we talk on the phone for a little bit, but, I mean, I don't know. It just all seems kind of awkward because you know what's going on. What do you talk about? I don't know. I guess you talk about World of Warcraft or whatever. But that's my love-hate with with Facebook and stuff, yeah, it's great because it allows you to keep up to date with people, but it also kind of takes away from the whole human interaction thing. So I don't know. I love it. I love being connected to everybody so well. I mean, there's cousins and relatives that I would never ever talk to, or never have the ability to talk to if it weren't for Facebook and things like Yahoo Messenger, AOL Instant Messenger, things like that, or texting. I mean, you know, I know I wouldn't keep near as good touch with my friends in Wisconsin if that weren't for the case. So I don't know, but I hate that it takes away from the human element, you know, and especially people who just interact in those medias, you know, just over text basically, and that I hate that. I love the human interaction. Body language is awesome. I love reading body language, and you don't get that when you're texting somebody or you're talking over Facebook. And sarcasm. Who doesn't love sarcasm? And it does not translate over text. Does not. Somebody needs to come up with some sort of character, kind of like the smiley faces, that denotes sarcasm. Because you always feel stupid saying. But if you don't, sometimes things are taken the wrong way. So, anyways, that's my rant about technology. I think my next vlog is going to be about some stories. I got shot once. If you don't know that, you should watch it. And I'll try and think of some other stories, too. I'm sure I have some good ones. So, I love you, YouTube and Facebook. I'm not hating on you, just so you know. Because I don't want you to get mad and then delete my accounts, because that would make me sad. So I'll see you in a little bit.